Hey everybody, Toad here. So I'm going to try to keep this video short because otherwise I am going to go on just a massive rant. So, YouTube ads, all that stuff, it's calmed down a little bit now, but I keep seeing, oh no, ads, and we aren't being advertised now, and YouTube's pulling our ads, and Google's hurting people, and free speech, and all this other crap. Just give it a break, people. Like, it's about bloody time you stop being selfish, greedy pricks and look at it as what it actually is. Okay? What is happening right now is corporate entities which just don't have a personal relationship to look out for or a personal presence to look out for, but have a corporate presence to look after. Something that could be international, if not just regional, that they have to say, okay, this is what we stand behind. This is what we're willing to support. Okay? When you have hate speech or ideas that a certain group or peoples do not agree with, why should they pay you to purport your ideas or to come forth with your ideas? Why should they be paying you for the ideologies that they do not subscribe to, that they do not support, and may be actually fighting against or offended by? And that's what it all comes down to. It's not, oh, we have a right to be making money off these videos that we make. There is no right there. This is a public forum, if anything. We are freely putting our information out there. Hey, if we get paid, all the better. Whatever. But if a group decides not to fund you because of your ideas, that they are differing from that of the group or what the group deems appropriate to support, then there's no more to it. It's not they are directly hurting you, it's that that person is not willing to give you money. In the world of the internet, we are the street entertainers. Okay, think of, let's say the internet's Vegas. Okay, there's good shows, there's bad shows. Porn's pretty much just digital prostitutes. Okay, and we are the street entertainers. Okay, so we're out there, we're all vying for our spot. Okay, so we've got the cosplay dudes, and we have the human statues, and we have the street artists. And they all have their pot out there for us to donate to. Okay, for us to put in our funds and say, yes, I support that, I appreciate what you're doing, you're talented at what you're doing, and I can agree with or appreciate what you're doing. If one of those entertainers happens to just be a street crier, yelling out boisterously, aggressively, and not diplomatically, an ideology or opinion that you do not share or are directly against, at what point does that person make you want to throw in your money? At what point do you support or say, yes, I respect you, I am voting for you with my funds, I am directly supporting you, to that person that you have a fundamentally different ideology or a fundamentally different opinion on any subject? And that's all that's happening here. We have corporate organizations that are multinational, if not almost global. And how can they support someone speaking out against a specific nationality when they employ people of that nationality? Some of their biggest customers may be of that nationality. Or groups of people. What if it's a charity supporting a specific group? Or a needs or support group for another? And yet your video is victim blaming that support group. Or has hate speech against many of its members. Why should they be required to support you? At what point is there an obligation for them to pay you and say, yes, your ideas offend us, take my money? And that's all that's happening with the ads here, okay? So you can all shut up about YouTube taking funding away from you, and this is hurting you and all that. How about stop making toxic crap and go forth and make something upbuilding? Or hey, if all you have is toxic crap, maybe rethink what you figure is your career. If toxic crap on the internet is your business plan, it may be time to think a little different strategy. Okay? So, that's where I'm going to cut it off here, because otherwise I am just going to continue laying into this. But yeah, like our one last point, and this goes for everything. Ads, purchases, donations, everything. As consumers, our money is our vote. Okay? And corporations are consumers of public opinion. Okay? They need to gather that public opinion. They need to gather that prominent face, and they need to get their message out there. Okay? We are their product. We are their commodity. Okay? And just like us for consumers, when we pay for something, we're voting for that. It's, yes, I support this power tool that I'm purchasing. I'm supporting the brand that I'm purchasing this from. This cell phone, I choose to purchase a specific brand, and I am voting for them and supporting them with my funds directly. Okay, I agree with what they're doing. I think they are the better choice, either in general or for myself, so I am giving them money. Okay? That is the same thing that these companies are doing. So just like it is up to us as consumers to vote for what's right for us with our funds, it is up to these companies to vote for what is right for them and their public face with their funds. And that's what's happening here. It is part of trade and commerce, and it is of the right of any money holder to decide to whom and where their money goes and what they're going to vote for or support with that value, with that money. So you have no right, as someone who is has a fundamentally different view, to get the money from some of these groups with fundamentally different views from your own. Okay? There is no obligation for them to pay you, or vice versa, for you to support them, or for you to support the platform which you are broadcasting, streaming, uploading, voicing your opinions on, whatever. Okay? Stop this all. YouTube's killing my business, and Google's removing ads for me and that. It's nothing to do with Google. It's nothing to do with YouTube. It has to do with the corporations taking a stand and doing what is right in determining where their money should go and who they should vote for and what ideologies that they should support that is best for their corporate presence. And that is all it is them looking out for their benefits or looking out for their interests, just as we as consumers would go out and make a decision on which brand of power tool, or which brand of cell phone, or which brand of shampoo or deodorant, or razors, or whatever it may be in our life, that we choose to monetarily support, that we say, I vote for you, and hand them our money. That is all these companies are doing. So there is no right that you have to those funds. It is the right of the company to decide who they wish to support. And it has nothing to do with Google or YouTube or any of these other groups. If one of the companies that they are advertising for, that they are providing a platform of advertisement, chooses to not support your video or your ideology. And that's what it comes down to. So again, all this, YouTube's crushing my business and YouTube's taking ads away from me and we're no longer making money because of YouTube and Google and all that. It's all BS. Okay, if you want to be advertised, either come up with something that's, I'm not saying like go towards, the corporate ideology. There's other platforms where they aren't as, some of the advertisers aren't as stringent on. Okay, so other platforms, move your audience base. if that what works for you. Or, you know, stop with the toxic crap, which is most of what's not getting funded anymore. Is hate speech, toxic crap that perpetuates just poor worldviews. Is the nicest way I can put it. Because those are the only places I've seen significantly affected by any of this. Okay, so now I am actually shutting this off. For those of you who listened, thank you. For those of you still complaining about, oh no, I'm not getting my ad money, screw off. And that's that. That's towed out for tonight. Goodbye.